Aloha friends, welcome to this full moon portal reading. It is a full moon in Scorpio, and although these messages are timeless, if you're watching this just after it's posted during the Scorpio full moon, the essence of the Scorpio full moon is going to help accelerate you and take you farther. So it's not a bad thing if you listen to this at a different time. It just means that that the messages weren't exactly for you at this time. However, if you are listening to this, as I say, in the essence of the Scorpio full moon, then things are getting ready to accelerate. Now, pardon my purification. I feel like I am almost through with it, and definitely some upgrades that have been happening. The May energy is, I want to say, intense and in a good way. Just a lot of truth is coming forward, and truth so that we can shed old ways, let go of old habits, and really create the life that we want to live, right? Really live in the moment and tap out of the systems of past is what I'm hearing. The systems of past. Okay, any other general messages that want to come through? We did start with that little with the Tibetan bowl for the root chakra, just to ground and anchor us into this reading. Anyone's energy that is here with us, thank you so much for tuning in. I love doing these readings and messages for you all, and I feel like, you know, the more I tap into it, the more my intuition really comes through and shines for me in moments when I need it. So this also helps me, and for that I'm truly grateful. All right, so we have 4 different piles to choose from, and the way that these messages are going to work for this full moon reading is we have, I asked specifically, what do my listeners need to let go of, and what should they be calling in during this full moon? So what can they let go of, and what can they call in that'll help them on their path forward? So we have 4 different piles to choose from, 1 through 4 from left to right. So we have this first one, second, third, and fourth. Go ahead and tap in, take a moment, figure out which one of those works for you, and we will go in order. So we're going to start with card pile number 1, and I think that's all for now. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome back to those of you who chose card pile number 1. You know, the first message I got when I tapped into this was, some of you may have felt, some of you that chose this pile may have also been drawn to pile number 3, and that pile is going to have a few messages for you. So everything in that pile may not resonate, but there are going to be some intermittent messages in there to skip through. So ask your guides what's for you, what's not, and the timestamp for that will be in the description. All right, so let's get into this. Let me first just tap into the energy of this pile. This pile is very protected. Whew, like the I'm getting a lot of ancestor energy, a lot of passed on loved ones that are just saying, we're here, we're guiding you, you are not alone, you are protected, you are safe, reach out to us. They may be actually even trying to communicate with you through dream time, and through, I'm hearing like musical messages. So maybe you're getting messages through listening to different music, or doing some kind of sound healing, but there is a connection that your ancestors are wanting to come through for that. Okay, any other general messages for this pile? Let go. Let go. They're saying let go. There's something that you're still holding on to, and I'm feeling it specifically in the lower left abdomen. So interesting. They're saying gallbladder. So Can you go deeper into that for us, Spirit? What exactly is it about the... They said there's a tension there. Like there's it's almost like the bile is not getting through because there's some tension that's built up there. Okay, so I just want to ask, is there anything I can do to help clear some of that? Yes. You need to move more. They're saying you need to move your body. It's not enough. Maybe you're walking and that's not enough, or maybe you're doing some kind of like they're showing me that there's movement. It's just not enough. There definitely needs to be more. And I'm hearing like high intensity. Like, so if you're walking, maybe try speed walking or do some high intensity interval training. It's got to be something that's going to get your heart rate up and make you sweat. That's going to push through and move that bile from the liver through the gallbladder. Is that correct? Yes, they're saying that's correct. And they're telling me to stop questioning. Thank you, Spirit. My apologies. And it's going to start to shift whatever stagnant energy you have that's going on there. So maybe you've had some problems with digestion recently, and there just needs to be a shift. They're saying this is like a not necessarily a warning, but I guess kind of like a red flag, like, hey, here's what's happening and you need to pay attention. And so your guides are just wanting to come through with that to start off with. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the cards because we have a lot going on. So, okay, they want me to put this one to the side for now, so we'll leave that one there. And then the question that I asked today for this full moon in Scorpio energy, I asked, what do you need to let go of and what do you need to call in? And the first card is from the Crystal Oracle, and it said you can use this for both. So let's flip it over and see. All right, so we have Awakening Crystal. This is an emotional healing, yes, which makes sense because if you are having some issues with the gallbladder or with the liver and with things moving through, it's not always a nutritional thing. It can be an emotional thing. I've experienced that through my own journey, and so they're saying there's some emotional clearing that needs to happen. I am going to channel this crystal and the message that wants to come through. Okay, they're saying there needs to be some purification. There's the energy that came through was the energy of Jorei, which is one of the practices that I do. And they're saying it's a purification of emotional buildup in the body. So let's go ahead and continue on. We are going to come back to that, they're saying. And then let's go to the Remind Me Spirit. The top is calling in, thank you, and the bottom is letting go. Okay, so I'm going to separate these so that we can see what's what. And we're going to start off with what you need to let go of during this full moon. So the first thing they're wanting you to let go of. All right, let's feel into this. They're saying, they're really pointing out this, like, I guess it's a necklace around her neck here, around the siren's neck. But the sirens have beautiful voices to sing and express and call and summon ancient knowledge, ancient energy, they're telling me. And there's this kind of lock. They're showing me this like more like a choker. Thank you, that's the word I was looking for, like a choker. And there's this not wanting to be heard. And this is what they're wanting you to let go of. Let go of, thank you, let go of what people, of worrying of what people are going to think of you. Let go of judgment. Let go of judgment of others. And when we let go of judgment of others, we no longer worry about the way others are going to judge us. It's always internal. It always starts from within. So let go of judging others, and you'll notice that others will judge you less. They're wanting you to open up your your vocal cords, I'm hearing specifically. So practicing, doing some toning like I just did when I channeled the crystal. Really just you use your vowel sounds, and humming is great. Humming is will get you started, but then they want you to open up your mouth. They really want you toning and using your voice more. And they're telling me a way for you to get comfortable with that is just doing it, just humming, singing. Maybe put on music that you like to sing along to and sing, and no worries about what you sound like. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to, your voice needs to be heard. They're preparing you for something much larger. Interesting, I was just noticing how the crystal here looks a lot like the pyrite that I have here. Yeah, they're preparing you for something grand. I'm hearing can you elaborate on that for us, Spirit? What is it? Yeah, they're saying the energy of the ancient ones. You're here with that with the power of the ancient ones to help shift humanity. This is part of your mission, and the only way you're going to open up and allow that to happen is by letting go of the fear of being heard. So no matter your voice, no matter how you sound, I mean, take me, for instance, I've had this purification that's going on, and my voice has been changing, and it's been in different octaves, and still I've been pushing through it and getting these messages out, and they're saying they just want you to be heard. You've had lifetimes of not being able to okay, they want me to correct that. It's not that you weren't able to, it's that there was a fear of you speaking your truth, and it was very deeply rooted. So let's go. They told me to go ahead and move on, and then they're going to bring everything together at the end too. So we'll go ahead and see what else here you need to let go of. Okay, it says breathe, this moment matters most. How can you focus on the moment and appreciate it as well? So they're really pointing out like this moon here, and how it's not necessarily a full moon. It's got like this slit in it here, and the energy is that the let go of needing to be perfect all the time, or needing to can you translate that for me, please, Spirit? Letting go of the need to be perfect. They're saying letting go of the need to be perfect. So breathe, relax into your body. Know that you don't have to be perfect. What you're saying, what you're singing, what you're toning, it doesn't need to be on key. It doesn't need to sound beautiful. It just needs to be authentically you, and whatever that means to you. So ask yourself, you can journal this, how can you focus on the moment and appreciate all that is well, right? So not worrying about needing to be perfect or needing to be spot on, or things in the way in the way of order. They're saying just allow things to be exactly as they are, and take it all in. It's almost like she's in awe in this picture, just like looking up, and there's this wonderment and this awe in her energy of I wonder what would happen if I didn't have to be perfect. They're saying thank you. Okay, and then we have wolf energy. So the wolf energy is specifically with this card. They're talking about the energy of the solo journey, of being on your own, of doing things for yourself, of not relying on other people. So you may have had things that have happened to you in this lifetime where you felt like you couldn't rely on other people and you had to do it all yourself. And they're saying allow yourself to not have to be perfect. And when you do that, then other people won't have to be perfect as well, and you can rely on them more. So let go of that need to be the need to be right. They're telling me the need to be the one that knows everything. Just let go of that and allow yourself to just be. When you're in that energy of just being and allowing yourself to make mistakes, then you also allow other people to make mistakes too. And that's how we learn and grow and evolve. So they're saying allow yourself to be in that space, and it's going to open you up to more than you can imagine. But it's the need to let go of having to have everything right, having to do everything on your own, and needing to be perfect. Okay, and we have one last card to let go of. They're saying prosperity sisters are happiness and joy. Okay, so there's this energy they're saying of like they're saying there's not enough appreciation. Like there's energy right now where you're like, I'm so over this. This just needs, like, something needs to change. I'm ready to move on. I'm ready for the next, my next evolution or whatever it may be. But they're saying like you're in a scenario where you're just over it, and they're saying pull back, like allow yourself to let go of that energy of reaching for happiness, reaching for joy, wanting, like going, desire is a good word they're saying. So like the desire of having to have that, and just allow it to come to you. When you raise your vibration and you work on self and you let go of the need to be perfect and the need to be there for yourself and just be all alone and not allow community to come in because you're so perfect and you don't allow yourself or others to make mistakes, then it brings you in this, it puts you in this energy of feeling like you're not enough, like there's never enough, like you're in some scarcity. And they want you to shift that with this full moon. Let it go. Allow yourself to be, to just be, to be in the energy of it's okay to mess things up. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to try and fail and try again. It's okay to go through these cycles. If you never start, you won't get anywhere, right? So the biggest obstacle for you is taking that next step, allowing your voice to be heard, putting yourself out there, sharing your story, whatever it is that you're growing through, whether it's a small community, maybe it's just getting out and engaging with people and sharing a little bit more about yourself, that people that don't know you, and being allowed to just speak your truth and not caring what they think of you, not caring if they think that you're perfect or this amazing person, because you are in your authenticity. All right, and what are we calling in for this full moon? What should we be calling in for this pile? All right, the first thing we have is humility. It says you have developed the loving awareness that you and everyone else are the same, but on different paths. Yeah, so it's perfect. It goes right along with not having to be perfect, right? Just knowing that everyone is on their journey doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing, whether we like it or not. Even us, right? There's cycles that we grow through that we would prefer not to at times. And they're just saying, just call in humility to help you through this transition, so that you can allow other people to be themselves, and they too will allow you to be your authentic self, because everything is a reflection. All right, what else are we calling in? The Tree of Life. Oh, that's such a beautiful card. All right, so more grounded energy I'm hearing. And the Tree of Life is, the energy of the Tree of Life is, thank you, Spirit, for coming in. Okay, I'm just going to allow them to channel real quick. yes, there's some energy that you're carrying in your this is coming from being ungrounded. They're saying this energy of how almost like things are too much, like it's too much to handle. You're tired of waiting, you're over it, you'd rather just go back to, it's almost like you get the choice, like you take the blue pill, you take the red pill, and you're like, I'm over it, I don't really want to know the truth anymore, it's just easier to go back to the old way. And they're just saying you're just ungrounded, you're allowing other people's energy to come in and infect you. And so they want you to reconnect with Mother Nature, reconnect with the tree of life. If you ever hugged a tree, go out and hug a tree and allow them to take away your pain. Ask them. I go out and hug trees all the time, and I just ask them, please transmute all of this energy that I'm ready to let go of. Please take it and let it regenerate into Mother Earth and the connection with the higher realms, right? Because the tree of life was, they're pointing out here the butterflies. It's like there's this deep transitioning that needs to take place. And the reason you haven't gone through this transition yet is because you've been so ungrounded. And so they really want you to get out into nature more. Like, even if you have to force yourself to go for a walk or to like replant plants in your home, like they really want your hands and feet to get dirty in the soil and fill into Mother Nature and allow her to transmute any energy. Sometimes, y'all, when I'm like really built up with a lot of energy and I can't get it out, I will go lay on the grass, barefoot, or walk barefoot through the grass and just almost like, I almost beg Mother Nature, just like, please, Mama, take this energy from me. I'm ready to let go. I just want to feel grounded and safe and in this, like fully in this moment. And the magic that happens when you're out in nature is so powerful, y'all. So definitely get grounded and call in more grounding energy for you to move through this full moon. Okay, and then we got, let's see, let it rain. Yeah, the energy of water is super cleansing. Yeah, look at her. So just like I said, like laying on the ground, just allowing yourself to re-electrify, they're saying, and they're pointing out like this rainbow around her, this energy, but reconnect. And maybe that's even just like getting in a bath and connecting with water, or swimming in the ocean or a lake or a river, like allowing your feet to get wet in those spaces. There's a surrender and a trust that needs to happen. And if you call in that loving connection with Mother Nature, then she will be able to help you cleanse through this. And the water energy is so powerful, y'all. So call in that water energy so you can get into flow. Okay, and then we have courage. I feel like those of you that chose this pile have really been growing through a lot. Big transitions have happened. There's Spirit's telling me just in the last 2 months, there's been some really big transitions. So allow yourself to call in the energy of humility, of courage, of connecting with Mother Earth and the elements. The elements are so powerful. I've been doing, they're bringing this up so I can share with you before I go to rest at night, because the astral has been crazy. I have been surrounding myself energetically with a tornado of wind, so that nothing can come near me while I'm in the astral, and I can actually get some deep rest. So use those elements because they are going to help you through this. And then okay, they said go ahead and talk about the last card, and then we'll go over everything briefly. So the last one here is from the Beyond Lemuria, and the first thing they're pointing out is this beautiful crystal that's just really bringing in this divine energy. They're saying you are tapped in when you want to be. So it's like you have this really great intuitive nature to you. Like you're able to tap in and be connected. And yet there's times where it may feel like overwhelming, or it may feel like it's too much and you've decided to tap out, or you may have felt too, like it was too strong is what they're telling me, and you've tapped out of it. So they're asking you to open back up, letting you know that you are safe, and you are protected, and you have, the ancient ones, the ancestors, your passed on loved ones that are here to help you, to ground you, to protect you. So call them in as well. And then I'm going to go ahead and flip it over and read the message on here. It says, balanced forces. The Lemurian people are said to have been androgynous, a perfect balance of what became masculine and feminine energy as it densified in physical form. This card invites you to look at masculine and feminine energy with a more balanced perspective. What needs to happen to form a more holistic and equalized foundation? For more masculine drive and focus, concentrate on goals, desires, and ambitions. If you want to engage more in feminine energy, for receptivity, trust, flow, and surrender, consider all of the things you are already grateful for. Feel the warmth, gratitude, and comfort of knowing everything is divinely perfect, just the way it is. All right, and so what I'm feeling is from this reading, from all of the cards that came out, there is a need for you to tap into your feminine energy, into the flow state, into the nurturing, loving kindness, taking care of yourself, giving yourself some love, some self-care. Maybe that's buying yourself some flowers, or getting a massage, or doing something that makes you feel good, whatever that may be, so that you can balance out that energy. And then there was a message that I did recently, a Moon Day message that talked about the masculine coming in to balance out the feminine. And what I'm hearing is that there was such a strong, for those of you that chose this pile, there was such a strong shift that the masculine now is almost overpowering your feminine side. So let go of whatever it is that you're holding on to, and you don't need to know what that is, y'all. Sometimes I've driven myself crazy trying to figure out what it is that I need to let go of, and you don't need to know. All you need to do is get out into nature and ask Mother Nature to take it for you. I'm ready to let go. Everything that is not in resonance with my journey and where I am in my life right now, help me let go of it, please. I'm calling in, call in your ancestors, call in your loved ones, and then call in community. Part of this letting go is letting go of the need to be perfect and do everything yourself. So call in a community that's going to be supportive, that's going to allow you to be you, and that you can count on in helping you grow and get through some of these hard times. All right, I think that is it. It feels, any last messages for pile number 1? It feels really good. Like the energy that you're shifting into, it feels great. They're just saying that the disconnect right now has been a lot. So really reconnect yourself and call in the energy of grounding along with the elements, and humility, so that you can connect with others. All right. Thank you all. See you next time. Adios. Welcome back to those of you who chose card pile number 2. We have this lovely card from the Beyond Lemuria deck. And wow, the crown chakra, look at this energy that's coming off of the crown. Some major crown and third eye upgrades is what I'm hearing. So you may be having a lot of pressure in the head, a lot of headaches, but they're really showing this blossoming here of the throat, and being able to speak your truth and be your authentic self. Like you've stepped into that. It feels really good. There is this divine energy that is coming in. It's almost like the energy is tangible. Like you can reach out and touch what's coming to you. Like there's this really beautiful energy. Let's flip it over and see what they have to say. It says, she of the lotus. If there is a way to fast track growth, it is by being real with the shadowy or unloved parts of yourself. Shadows can be painful or tender to the touch. Sensitivity can be a trigger that shows us where we might want to spring clean some of our darker, forgotten, ignored, or hidden corners. Accepting our shadows is the first stage in restoring ourselves to wholeness in self-love. Peel back the layers where there is shame, guilt, or fear, and bring them into the daylight. Under a loving and compassionate light, they will resolve and reassimilate, reminding us that the flip side of the coin, there are our superpowers. Okay, so your higher chakras are aligned. They feel really good. So they're asking you to tap back into anything that's holding you back or making you feel unsafe or like you can't move forward. There's this energy of there's this surrender and this trust. They said that you've been able to cultivate, but there's no drive right now, no motivation to move forward. It's just kind of like you're present, but it's not a presence that is just allowing things to be, because there's some shadow work that wants to come up. So you may have noticed recently that you've been tapping out. Maybe tapping out can mean anything from, well, anything that is not in moderation, right? So overeating or eating a lot of sugary, sweet stuff. It could be spending time doing things that lower your vibration. Could be just like scrolling or tapping out and like binge watching something. There's this energy of just not really moving forward. It's just kind of like you're here, excuse me, and there's something deeper in the shadow that they want you to tap into to be able to move through this. Okay, excuse me, my throat is still going through a little bit of a purification. So the way that I did this reading was I asked what it is that you need to call in and what it is that you need to let go of with this full moon. This first card is from the Crystal Oracle, and this is for both. They're saying there's an energy of both that comes with this card. So we have calcite and relaxation. All right, so allowing yourself to tap out, right? So calling in more of that, and also letting go of the guilt around relaxing, the guilt around feeling like you're not doing anything, right? Because there's this energy that has been adopted over time that, you know, doing nothing or relaxing, tapping out is lazy, or there's this energy of like not enough that comes with it. And they're saying let go of that energy of feeling like you're not enough, and allow yourself to relax. Call in the energy of relaxation. Okay, so man, excuse me, I'm gonna go ahead and separate these. So we have calling in and letting go. Okay, we're gonna go over letting go first. So what is it that we want to let go of with this full moon? Wow, okay. Adrift. They're pointing out the number 27. So it's like you're very close to something, but there's something much deeper that's holding you down. It's like these dark waters down here, this shadow energy that's like you're ready to open up and to come to the surface and allow things to change, allowing that higher force to come in and shift your energy. And yet there's something that's holding you down, and they're pointing out this orange energy, right? Like this is an orange calcite, and then you have like the orange tail on the mermaid here. And so I'm feeling like there's some sacral energy that needs to be cleansed. Is there okay, I am going to channel some orange calcite energy for you, but they're wanting me to move on to the next card. So there must be something in this card that's relevant towards that. So we have, you can make it through. Your higher self is always guiding you. What wisdom does your higher self have for you? All right, and there's this energy here. They're showing me like there's this energy of being lost, feeling like you're spread out. There's so much of you that's spread out that you're like, when it like almost like you can't regain focus, and that's the problem right now. That's why you're having a hard time like creating that drive and the passion and momentum to move forward. And passion, okay, so passion is it comes from the sacral center. It's that sacral chakra that is holding you back. So they're telling me now for you to really tap into what it is that you're passionate about, and maybe make a list of it, write it down. What are you passionate about? What makes you what really makes you want to do something, right? Like do you want to get up and go to work? Do you want to connect with your community? Do you want to create something or some kind of artistic endeavor? What is it that you really have a passion for? If you didn't have to worry about money, if you didn't have to worry about paying bills and all of the 3D structures that we've been accustomed to, and you were able to just rise up tomorrow and do whatever it was that you were passionate about, what would that be? Tap into that, because they're saying you need to let go of this energy of allowing, just, it's almost like waiting for something to come to you. It's like you're this energy of, well, I don't really know what my passion is, so I'm just gonna like keep drifting along until something sparks my interest. And they're saying, no, that's like, it's not going to get you anywhere. It's going to actually take you backwards, because it'll put you in a space of comfort, and they want you, your guides want you to be able to move forward and let this go. So let go of the energy of just waiting for some, like, it's like you're waiting for this magical moment to come through, and you're like, oh yeah, like the energy I'm getting is like a vision board or a manifestation board, where you're like, I'm gonna write this out and it's gonna happen. And they're saying, no, there needs to be action, there needs to be drive, there needs to be a momentum, a movement forward. And in order to do that, you need to be fully relaxed and recovered and ready for that, because this energy right now is just like you're spinning your wheels and not getting anywhere. That's the energy that they're giving me. Okay, I'm gonna put this up so you can see this. And then let's go ahead and move on to the next one. The swan energy. Yeah, there's this like this beauty energy that wants to come through, but there's it's like you want so much more from life. And you don't see the way to get there. That's what I'm hearing. Like you have a desire, you have like, I don't know, maybe you want nice things, or you want to be able to travel and not have to worry about money, or you want to call in a new lover, somebody who's going to adore you and think very highly of you, and just have that really charismatic energy with you. And what's holding you back is this energy of just waiting for it to happen, like not doing anything for self, not going into self. Like anytime you feel something deeply, like maybe you rise up and you're like, I don't know what I'm feeling today, but I feel sad, and you're like, you know what, I'm just gonna binge watch TV all day. Now that's okay from time to time, but they're saying it's becoming too much. It's almost taking over who you are. And what you really need is relaxation to tap out of that, and then to get back into the motivation of what it is that you want in life, and you taking the drive and the action and the momentum forward to make that happen. All right, and then the last thing we have here is welcome the divine masculine. Yeah, they're wanting you to take that energy, that drive, that step forward, that focus, that like the energy of the masculine is very grounded. It's protected. It is the protector in the physical realm. So there's something that you are avoiding, that you're not wanting to tap into, that you're not wanting to let go of. I'm hearing some grief. Okay, so we have some grief. Now, grief, they're wanting me to bring this up because, and I think I've said this before, but grief, we think of grief like when someone transitions, a loved one passes away, something like that, or a big traumatic event happens. But grief happens also when people cycle out of our lives, right? So there may have been people that came into your life that felt really great at one point, and it just kind of fizzled out or fell off. And there's this energy of like, ugh, whatever. I'm just gonna I'm not gonna go out searching anymore. I'm just gonna allow people to come to me, and I'm gonna call in my soul tribe, or I'm gonna call in my lover. But then you're not doing anything to get out there and be seen and make that happen. And they're wanting you to basically like reset. They're like the rest and relaxation is to refresh yourself, so that in those times of rest, like when we rest deeply, we are clearing alternate timelines, we are clearing past stuff from our past. So that relaxation and the deep rest will help clear whatever it is that you're avoiding or not wanting to fill into, or maybe even don't know how to fill into. I know sometimes I'll be feeling a certain way and I have absolutely no idea where it's coming from. And the first thing I do is tap in and ask, is this mine or is this someone else's? And if it's someone else's, I always return it to them with to those of you who chose card pile number 3, I am hearing, and I heard this with pile number 1 as well, that there are some similar messages in card pile number 1 and pile number 3. So you may want to go back and listen to that if you felt drawn to it in the slightest. There may be some messages that are in that pile for you as well. Okay, so the energy that I'm getting, let me just tap in, and I just want to feel into the energy that's coming through for this pile. Open your heart. Open your heart. They're showing me just like like bringing your elbows to as close as you can get them together behind your back, and really like puffing out the chest and opening up through the heart space, especially in the high heart, they're telling me. So tap into opening up more in your heart. There's something that's holding you back. Let's go ahead and do you want to read this now? No. Okay, we'll come back to this card. Okay, the way that I did this reading was I asked Spirit to show us what you wanted, what would be best for you to let go of during this full moon, and what would be best for you to call in. And this first card is from the Crystal Oracle, and this is going to be relevant for both. So we have Shitukai. Hopefully I said that right. Anyway, it's the teacher energy, and it's wholeness. They're showing me like the mudra for wholeness, like the full sphere of everything coming together and being exactly the way that it needs to be. And so the energy that they're saying for you to call in is the energy of wholeness, the energy of feeling in union with self, complete, whole. Like there's nothing that you that you're missing. You really are feeling complete. And you can actually do this mudra. I do it quite often when I'm not feeling whole, when I feel like I may be a little off. You put the tips of all your fingers together, creating kind of like this sphere energy, and it really balances out your energy centers and helps tap into it. I usually just do it for a few moments throughout the day. You could do it on and off, or you can actually sit in meditation with it as well. It's a great mudra to use. But they're saying call in the energy of wholeness, and also let go of the energy of not being enough. Let go of the energy of feeling like you always have to be the learner, like the one that doesn't know, that is not in the know. Like the teacher energy they're bringing me is like a master energy, like somebody who knows, who's very well versed in a specific topic and knows everything, and or close to everything, right? Like just a master in what they do. And the energy that they're saying for you is it brings up the energy of feeling like you are not enough. So call in that energy of wholeness, call in that energy of feeling like you are complete and enough. And this mudra also helps with the solar plexus, which is that same energy. So all right, let's see what else wants to come through. Let me separate these. So we have the top pile is what we're going to be calling in, and then this is what we're going to be letting go of. So let's see what wants to come through from the mermaids. All right, we have guides. A guide, a mentor, a trustworthy ally. Okay, they're telling me there's this energy of almost so like Gemini energy, so maybe an actual Gemini that is in your life that has a big influence over your life, and they're saying let go of this like idolization, this energy of feeling like they are above you or they know more than you. And this could even, like they're telling me, this could even be with self, like looking in the mirror and feeling like there are parts of you that are not enough. They're letting go of that energy of the master, right? The master, the teacher, the guide, the mentor, letting go of that energy of feeling like you're not going to get there, or like you have so much more to learn before you can be something. I'll tell you something I learned on my journey is, a big part of my journey was coming into my divine union with my husband. And as part of that journey, I had, people that would ask me about coming into union, and I never felt like I was an expert on it. I never felt like even though I was in union with my husband already and we were married, I didn't feel like I had the capacity, I guess, to express what it was like to come into union with them. And then I saw other guides and teachers that weren't even in union that were giving other people advice. And at first I thought it was funny, like, how can you give people advice if you're not in union either? But then I actually tapped in and listened to what they were saying, and there was some really good stuff that came through. So what it made me realize about self was that I didn't have to be perfect or whole to be able to present the information that helped change my life. So for others, watching them give this information that was actually quality information about, relationships and them not being in a relationship themselves, it really opened my mind and helped me expand. So really letting go of the energy of mastery, of feeling like everything has to be like you have to have mastered something before you're able to teach it or guide others or just share your story. All right, what else are we letting go? This is nothing real can be threatened. How can you actively participate in creating heaven on earth? Right, and they're just showing me the cycles of the moon here. So you have the moon cycles. It's like nothing ever happens like what's that saying? It's like the moon is still whole even when she's not shining even when she's not fully shining, right? When she's when it's a new moon, it doesn't mean that there are parts of her missing or broken or gone. It just is the cycles that she's growing through, that Luna is growing through. And it's the same for you. Like, allow yourself to move through those cycles. Let go of the need to feel like you have to have everything right. You have to know everything. You have to be equal to others. There's this weird energy they're telling me of, like, equality that has happened in Earth realm, where it's like, no, there's not this there's this pressure they're telling me to be equal or to be as good as, and they're telling me there's no such thing, because we're all unique, we're all authentic in our own right, and we should be different. We should be ourselves and not have to measure up to anything else or anyone else. We should be able to be whole and right, just being who we are and trusting in that energy. Okay, and then letting go of they're showing me this it's like the heart, like a cold heart, like being cold and distant. And this energy is mostly with self, they're saying. It's like you're guarding, right? Like you're like, rah, no one's gonna get into my home or near me, or no one's gonna come close to me. But then you're also cutting yourself off from whatever amazing things that happen when you come into new relationships and co-creation and collaboration and community. So letting go of those barriers or protections that you've put up around yourself, letting go of feeling like you need to be perfect, letting go of, like, allowing your walls to drop a little bit is what I'm hearing. Like, there are people who want to get close to you, who want to be there for you, who want to co-create with you, and you're not allowing them in. You're not letting them get close to you. You are so protective with your heart, and for good reason, right? Like, we've all been through heartache, and perhaps you've gone through a lot recently and you're not ready to let new people in, and that's okay. But they don't want you to shut off and become cold and have this cold, frozen heart that you don't even know you have. I'll tell you, when I was in that energy, it was years and years, and I had people tell me, like, your heart is an icebox, or you're cold, and I never felt that way. I always felt like you're crazy. I'm actually, like, very open. And then when I really backed up and took a look at my life, like zoomed out. That's one of my favorite things to do. Zoom out from your life. Look at it as a perspective of if your friend was telling you about theirs and the advice that you would give to them, and see how you really view yourself. Are you being honest with yourself? Do you feel like you compare yourself to others, or you're very competitive, or you need to protect yourself, or you can't not be perfect because being perfect means that you're safe and you're in control? They're saying tap out of that energy, let go of it with this full moon, let go of the need to be in that protective heart space where you feel like you can't be your authentic self because you don't know how people are going to react to you, or judge you, or talk about you, or feel about you. Let be and let be is what I'm hearing. Be and let be. Okay, and then the last thing to let go of here is overrate your intuition. Okay, and it's pink, and the pink energy is very loving energy. It's the energy of like compassion, and so it's the compassionate energy. The thing about you is that because you're such an empath, because you are able to feel things. Now, this is a safety thing. This is, for self, like it happened from a very young age. I would be able to read the room and know what was going on so that I could protect myself. And it's the same for you. You can read a room very easily because you've had to build up this energy of protecting yourself. And they're saying, let your guard down. It's okay. It's okay to experience life. It's okay to come down and taste the chocolate. It's okay if things don't always go the way that you expect them to. It's okay to allow people to come into your life. They're wanting you to tap into that loving, compassionate energy and open up your heart. All right, what are we calling in for this full moon? All right, the energy of the past. It says, through the power of love, you let go of any stagnant situations or energy in order to transform your heart space. Yeah, so call in whatever it is that happened in your past that caused you to close off your heart or to become cold. Call in that energy, and so that you can transmute and alchemize it and let go with this full moon. I highly recommend writing a letter. If there's something, even writing a letter to your younger self is awesome. It's a tool that I got from the holistic psychologist, was writing a letter to, like, for example, for self, I would write a letter to my alcoholic self and tell her that I understand her journey and what she's growing through, and that I'm not going to judge her, and I'm going to love her and be grateful for the journey that she had to grow through in this lifetime, and how she came through it and how she persevered. And then I'm going to let that go with this full moon. So I'm calling in the energy of the past so I can bring it to the surface and allow it to be transmuted and alchemized with this full moon. Okay, what else do we have here? The lower world. Yeah, there's some shadow work that needs to happen. Call in the shadow work. Call in the energy of whatever caused you the heartache that's stopping you from connecting or opening up to other people. Call in the energy of whatever it is that shut your heart off, or made you feel like you needed to compare yourself to others, or like you needed to be a master of something. Whatever caused you to feel that way, call that energy in with this full moon so it can come up and be alchemized and transmuted. Now, when it comes up, when you feel the energy, so for self, there was a lot of shame that happened when I was an alcoholic, right? There were a lot of things that I wasn't proud of that, I would love to have the opportunity to go back and shift. So calling in, like, if I'm going to call in the energy of the past and the energy of the lower world, and I'm using my alcoholism as an example for you, I would call that in and say, I want to call in any guilt or shame or competitive energy, or not feeling whole, or not feeling like I was enough energy when I was an alcoholic. I want to call that all to the surface. And then there are a few ways that you can purge yourself from it. You can listen to drum beats. You can pull up some shamanic music on YouTube or Spotify and listen to the drum and just call that energy forward, and then breathe it out. Just take deep breaths and keep pushing that energy out of you. So nice deep breath in through the nose, And then a purge, letting that energy out, letting it go, having it be purged from your being, so you don't have to sit in it anymore. It doesn't have to cause you to have this cold heart or this standoffish or not enough feeling with others. Okay. Oh, there's 2 cards here. Okay. So the next one we have is the wellspring. It says, what are you thirsty for? Body care and take a breath. Yeah. It's like this energy of the waterfall, allowing yourself to be cleansed in that space. So if you can actually get out in under a waterfall, it's the most amazing feeling. It will cleanse you of so much. I'll tell you, we did it a couple years ago in Mount Shasta, and it was the most cleansing, unique experience I've ever had. If you're able to just get into some running water, showers are great for cleansing. You can, if you're calling in whatever it is from the past, you can take it out to Mother Earth and just ask her to transmute and alchemize it for you. Take it away. I like to walk barefoot in the grass and just tell her, Mama, please take this energy that no longer resonates with my body. I don't need it. I'm grateful for it, but I'm ready to let go, and allow her to transmute and alchemize it for you. Hug a tree or sit with your back up against a tree and write a letter to your lower self or your past self, and the things that caused you to feel like you weren't enough or you were in competition with others. If it's someone, I feel like this is very internal, but there may be the case where there's someone or something that happened in your past that you want to bring up. With those, I always suggest writing a letter to that person, place, or thing, and then burning it in the fire under the full moon so you can fully let go. But they're saying call in that energy of wellness, call in this shadow energy so it can be cleansed, and then allow yourself to rest. You don't, when you're cleansing and going through a lot of shadow work, it's good to have time to just rest and integrate through it so that you can fully process and let go of whatever it is that's coming through. And we have the last card here, calling in wishful thinking. So I don't resonate with the word wishful, but I feel like this is calling in better days, calling in the knowing that you can absolutely have love again in your life. You can feel what it's like to have community, to have people that care for you and love you and are going to be there for you. All of this shadow work is going to lead to that energy of feeling whole again, feeling like you don't have to hide yourself or If you need any advice on shadow work, please reach out. It's something I'm very familiar with, and I've done so much shadow work on self to get my heart to open again. And I did so much of it before I came into union with my husband, and I still continue to do it to keep myself really moving and evolving forward in life and the things that I want. So if I can help you with that, it would be my pleasure. All right, thank you so much for tuning in. Have a wonderful full moon in Scorpio, and we'll see you next time. Adios. Welcome back to those of you who chose the fourth pile. Ooh, I'm feeling some deep transformation with this pile. It feels like things are moving and there's no, like I'm hearing there's no stopping it. There's no stopping it. What is this? It's like this portal is opening up for you to transform through, to I guess, I mean, it really is transition through. It's like you're transitioning out of your old life and into your new life. And I feel like this is, it just feels like a lot of movement. It feels like there is this push forward, and everything actually feels really aligned and really good. And just this connection they're showing me here with the blue light coming in, the higher power, and the protection I'm hearing. So you may be connected to Archangel Michael. That's the energy that I'm feeling from the blue star up top there, and this divine intuitive connection. It's like you are tapped in, you are getting messages, and they just want you to take more time to connect to that energy, to connect to where you are receiving those messages. You're super tapped in. You have the ability to connect on a higher, with higher realms, yet they're telling me you're not doing it enough. Like there's still some question or some doubt inside of you, and there's still times where you want to reach out to others outside of self to confirm what you already know. And not that that's a bad thing, but they're saying if you spend more time with self, then you will be able to connect in that space also. Okay. Do we want to? Yes, they're saying go ahead and turn it over and read this. So we have new blueprints coming online. It says, powerful, meaningful change starts with you today. Despite our desire for change, we can be overwhelmed by all that is going on, and making a positive impact can seem impossible. We have more of a voice than we realize. This card inspires action, no matter how small, that will create a ripple of light in the world. You are part of a bigger picture, a greater story, and your actions, your choices, your presence are making a difference. You have more power than you realize. Focus on what you can do and do it well. Change takes time, so make plans and start now. Okay, and they're telling me you've already taken the time. Like the change is here. It's like you've been waiting on it. It's already been happening. It's been in motion. And now the change is here. And it feels like it's a rapid change. Like things are going to change literally overnight. Like you're going to wake up tomorrow and feel like you were in a completely different vibration. And everything is going to feel so different. Okay, so the way I did this full moon reading was I asked, what can you let go of with this full moon, and what can you call in with this full moon that is in the best interest of your highest self? And this first card is from the Crystal Oracle, and this is for both. They're saying for calling in and letting go. All right, so we have Amethyst. Okay, Amethyst is a forgiving stone. It's really good for forgiveness, for relationships, and like forgiveness is the biggest thing. So they're saying let go of, can you bring that back, Spirit? This is interesting. They're saying let go of feeling like you've done something wrong, and call in the energy to be with self more and meditate, because it's going to connect you to those higher realms, and you're going to be able to tap into your highest self and co-create with your highest self and with the creator divine. So tap into that space. Okay, we are going to do a channeling through this amethyst. So Okay, amethyst is also going to help you let go of worry, so surrender that energy. It is not in your resonance anymore. You do not need to worry. It's you're free of that energy of feeling like you need to worry, and call in the energy of divine trust. That's that purple crown chakra energy, divine trust. Okay, let's separate these. We have what we're calling in and what we're letting go of. We're going to start with what we're letting go. What those of you who chose this pile should be letting go of with this full moon. All right, let's see what we have from the mermaid. All right, we have Imrama, wonder, voyage, crossing deep waters, pilgrimage, and journey of the soul. Yeah, I'm getting this energy of just being on this journey. Almost like the energy they're telling me is like you've been on this journey for quite some time, and you've started to identify yourself with it. Almost like I've been hearing this a lot lately, like where people say, you don't have to be on a healing journey the rest of your life. You can actually enjoy life and call in the things that you want. And yes, there may always be something to learn, to heal from, because we are in Earth realm, and Earth is a school for higher dimensional beings, right? That's why we come here to Earth school, so we can learn. And yet there's no need to just be on this journey alone. They're showing me like the dolphins are about play. They're about enjoying life, about getting in the water, swimming. So you see she's reaching out to the dolphin. It's like inviting more joy and play into your life. So letting go of the need to, almost like the energy I'm getting is like keep trucking, like it's like you keep moving along on this healing journey, and eventually you're going to get to your destination. They're like, no, on the journey also allow yourself to enjoy Earth realm, taste the chocolate, play with the dolphins, right? Like get out and do something that is unique to Earth realm, and have fun while you're doing it. Right, what else are we letting go of? It says, you heal by letting go, not suppressing. What emotions do you need to feel? And they're showing me, so again, amethyst. Like you have these big amethyst stones that are back here. So definitely work with amethyst. It's going to help you through this. And they're pointing out the number 8, which is like the infinity symbol. It's unity and oneness, everything coming together. And they're wanting you to let go of this. Yeah, it's again this journey. It's like being in this labyrinth of having to get things right. It's like the energy they're giving me is like I feel like those of you that chose this pile are like cycle breakers. Like you've you are maybe like we're called like the black sheep or the odd person out in the family, and you've been the one to like stand up and break habits or traditions that weren't good for you or for the betterment of self. And they're saying like you don't have to stay in this labyrinth of figuring out who you are anymore. You are whole. You are in this space where you can actually enjoy the journey, and they just want you to spend more time with self. So let go of feeling like you need to continue to figure things out. You don't need to figure anything out. You just need to, not need, but they just want you to enjoy life more, spend more time playing, creating, being spontaneous, enjoying Earth realm, getting into nature, doing things that you can't do in some of the other realms, right? Like tasting the chocolate. Okay. Then we have letting go. Okay, so they're pointing out this the red-crowned crane. The energy here is of loyalty. It's like a blind loyalty. So it's like you know that you have a much higher mission, right? It came through with this card too. It's like you're here, your soul has a purpose. You are here to help shift humanity, to help move things forward, to really call in higher levels of consciousness and to shine your light, right? And you can also let go of the blind loyalty that you have to doing that. It's like you've come and you're like, this is my mission, and now that I figured it out, this is all I'm going to do. And they're saying there's so much more that you can actually enjoy and do while you're here. Like, stop and smell the flowers, right? Stop and enjoy like the fresh breeze that's going by. Like, take in the energy of the sun and the little moments. Find those little moments that help you, that are going to help you call in the more joy and play into your life, really. Okay, and then we have inflow with money. Inflow with money. So right now you may feel like you're not in flow, like things are stagnant, or just kind of like, I think the energy I'm getting is like this boat, it's like it's slowly moving along. There's just no excitement, there's no waves, there's no it's like a sailboat waiting for the air or the breeze to come and sweep them away. And they want you to let go of the energy of feeling like you need to get money. There's this structure that we've become accustomed to, and it's the energy of feeling like we need to go out and get it, like we have to do something for it to come to us. And they're saying you need to let that go and just be more playful and open and work on self. I've said this before, this was something that I learned a few years back, was, the closer and the higher we get in our ascension, the closer we get to God, to the divine creator, the more abundant we become. And that abundance doesn't come from working 9 to 5, from, spending our lives working away and grinding and hustling and doing all these things to make money. It comes from trusting, connecting with self, feeling into your body, allowing yourself to play and have fun and move through this journey at a decent pace. And then money is just going to come to you. And I'll tell you, recently the spirit brings me these meditations sometimes through YouTube, and recently this meditation came in and it was all about money and abundance. And it really is just calling it in and then seeing it when it comes. Maybe you walk outside and you see a quarter on the ground. That is abundance. That's coming in for you. Appreciate those little moments, and there'll be more of them. Once the universe sees that you're in appreciation of it, they will conspire to bring you more of that. So allow yourself to let go of the idea that you need to hustle and grind and do things the hard way, and allow yourself to open up to the idea that money will come to you as you continue to raise your vibration. Spontaneously, these things are going to happen. Okay. And then what are we calling in? We are calling in patience. Oof. Yeah, I felt that one, y'all. It says you are able to let the universal energy of transformation move according to its own loving rhythm. So slow down. Slow down. It's like you're not enjoying the journey because you want to get to where you're going. You're like, nope, I'm gonna get there. I've been waiting for this. It's like final destination, right? But in truth, our final destination for all of us in Earth Realm is to fully ascend. It's to be in oneness and wholeness with the Creator again. And when we do that, although it's going to be this amazing experience that some of us have already experienced before, we also don't want to pass up the journey and the life that we have here in Earth Realm, and really being able to tap in and appreciate rising up every day and being able to breathe. I had this meditation come in the other day, and it just said, how good does it feel to be able to breathe in fresh air? And taking those little moments that we usually take for granted and allowing ourselves to appreciate them more will bring in more for us to appreciate. Oh, and this pile was interesting. They had 2 cards come out from this deck. So let's see what else. Loyalty. Okay, interesting, because they're saying let go of your blind loyalty. And let's see what this says. It says your reliability demonstrates your loving sense of devotion and consistency of being. Okay, so they're just telling me it's too tight. Your guides are saying you have this beautiful loyalty to your mission and to what you're here to do in Earthrealm, to help others, to be a guiding light, to be a way shower, to show the way, to help people through their darkness, to just be in the present and show people how you can be on this journey and still enjoy it. You have this loving loyalty to this mission, and they want you to let go of the blind loyalty of having to just be in that energy, but then also still allowing yourself to be in the loyalty and calling in more joy, more fun, more play, more exciting things that you can experience and enjoy while you're here in Earthrealm. Okay, what else do we have? The Ancient Ones. So calling in the Ancient Ones, asking them to come in and help you bring more joy into your life. That's the big thing they're saying, is like there's some new beginnings that are coming online for you, and they just want you to be in this energy of joy and play and appreciation. All right, and then we have stagnant waters. So flow and change, calling in the energy of flow and change. It's like you're in this space where you know your mission, you know what you're supposed to be doing. It feels good when you're doing it, and yet there's this energy of just non-movement. It's like you're just kind of floating along right now and just allowing the journey to take you wherever. And it's like, no, call in more joy. You can do that. Call in more play. Call in more people to play with. Call in more opportunities to be seen, to just get out and like be goofy, have fun, be like this came in a few weeks ago, act like a toddler, explore, be adventurous, go out and do something different. Okay, and then we have healing in the now. Yeah. So call in the energy of the present moment, of being in that space with self. It's like this, she's super grounded here and like in this deep meditative state, connecting with self so that she can call in the energy of whatever it is that you want to bring into your life. It's like this energy of growth, of play, of adventure. I'm hearing adventure and spontaneity. It's like rising up tomorrow and being like, I'm gonna go on a day trip somewhere, or if you're working, you're like, I'm gonna call into work and play hooky today, and I'm just gonna enjoy life, or I'm gonna go to an amusement park, or whatever it is that's gonna bring you joy and get you into that childlike energy of play. It's allowing yourself to be in that now moment to make that happen. Okay, and I am going to channel here for you. They're telling me I'm going to do some Reiki for the energy of flow to just get things moving for you so that you can get back into flow and open you up to calling in more of this energy in your life. So go ahead and close down your eyes. Take a few deep breaths. Yes, as I tap into the energy, I'm just feeling like life has been so serious for you. Like you've it's so much seriousness, and like having to, almost like they're showing me like jumping through hoops to make things, to get things the way you want them to be, and you don't have to do that anymore. Let go. Be in your power. Yeah, there's this energy of just joy and happiness and smiling more and being goofy and playful and spontaneous and the energy feels so good. So allow yourself to be in that. Allow yourself to be in the present moment. I am going to pull one last card only for this pile. They're telling me it's from the Goddess Oracle deck, and they wanted me to help you call in the energy of the goddess. So the energy of the goddess is like the energy of sitting back and not, like imagine a goddess, like she's not going to go out and chase after something. She's not going to go work and grind and hustle and try to make something happen. She's going to call it in and allow it to come to her. She's in that energy of receiving. So what goddess wants to come through to help with this pile? What goddess can they call on to help them be in the energy of receiving, play? Kuan Yin. I treat everyone I meet with compassion and empathy. Yeah, Kuan Yin, the goddess of compassion. Look at that aura around her. It's like this beautiful, vibrant, orange aura. It's like this, I'm hearing like orange peach aura. And that's the energy of, it's like the sunset or the sunrise, the energy of new days, of shifts, big shifts, allowing it to come to you. Allowing it to come to you, being patient in that space and allowing it to move in. All right, any last messages for this last pile? Dance. They're saying dance. Dance, move your body, take some dance classes maybe, but dance. They want you to move your body and dance because it brings in more joy and play into your life. Okay, thank you so much. I look forward to connecting with you all next time. Happy full moon in Scorpio. Take care. Adios.